All right, man. So look, the talks right now around the league, obviously, unreviled or unrevealed league. You know, Breanna Stewart and Collier's league, new 3-on-3 1v1 league is coming 2025. You know, January. It's on the way. It's about 5 months away. You know, and breaking it down so far from what I've seen, you know, there's gonna be 30 players. The top players in the W are gonna be in the league. They're going to be making huge salaries, bigger salaries than what they're making in the W. And she said the highest women's salary in any women's sport, average salary. So that's about 250,000. And from the numbers, what I'm seeing, you know, that's almost like 7 million in salary alone, right? Which to me, well deserved. That's one thing I do want to say before we start this is the women do deserve it. You know, especially the females, the basketball compared to what the men make. It's a little bit ridiculous, you know. They're making, you know, less than like a regular 9 to 5 person. You get what I'm saying? Like, you know, type shit. I make more than it, like way more than them. You know what I mean? Type shit. Like, it's crazy that when you think about it. So they do have to go overseas, and they do have to go and get these overseas contracts and make, and you know, they have families. You know, they're just like all of us. They have families to feed and stuff, and homes and rent and bills and things like that. And you know, unfortunately, they don't get all the sponsorships that men's get and things like that. Not all of them. Some of them do, but they don't all have sponsorships and endorsements and things like that. And they're not all living lavishly. You know, so for, you know, one thing I do want to point out though is it is going to be the only top 30 right now, and I'm assuming they're going to try to expand the league and open it up for more and more females and more teams. But I do want to break some things down. Like, it's not just a league that you're opening. There's a lot more to the league. You got coaches, training facilities, insurance. You have travel expenses, food, hotels. What else? Just more refs. You know, electric. There's a lot. There's a lot of things, and I'm trying to just figure out how we're gonna recuperate that. That's my whole thought process on the whole situation, and I believe in it. I want them to be able to succeed and grow this league, and I guess they're gonna try to eventually pull people away from the WNBA. I don't know what this could be, but it's like they're starting the big three. So I want it to be successful, but I'm just trying to put the pieces together and try to figure out how. You know, I believe the talent they're going to have in there deserves it 100%. But at the same time, it's just hard to think about, man. The arena that they're going to be holding these 3-on-3 games is only going to be 1,000 people. It's 1,000 people arena, according to what Google and everybody else is saying. It's only going to be 1,000 people in the arena. You know, which is a lot for like a 3-on-3, but 1,000 people. Come on, that I just don't see it. Hopefully it works, but like I said, you're gonna have travel expenses, jerseys, uniform, all that stuff, medical bills, insurance. There's coaching, salary, you know, all that stuff. Media, it goes on and on and on. Media presence, all that behind the scene overhead and all that overhead. So I'm just like trying to figure it all out. You know, as far as I don't know anybody who's on there besides Breanna Stewart, Collier, and now Angel Reese. So I don't know if Angel Reese is going to be that ticket for them to grow it and get her fan base over there, which I'm sure she can. I'm sure she will. You know, Angel Reese has a huge fan base, as we all know. And if that's their game plan, and so be it. You know, here's the thing. Here's what I will say about it. For them not to have to go overseas and just to go to Miami and stay in the States or whatever, and then hopefully they get good training. That's another thing. They're going to have to pay for training facilities and trainers and stuff like that. Hopefully they get real training and real, you know, professional, and everything professional. It has to be. They're starting the league. It has to be. That's one thing I like. Okay, we're going the top 30 girls. We're in the same facility, and we're training to get better and better. Those girls are going to push themselves, which I love, and then getting good training in the States and getting paid for it, what they deserve to get paid. That I agree on 100%, and I don't want to take that away from them. I just don't want it to fall apart, because we've seen the WNBA and what the WNBA does. They're taking a loss every single year. And even this year, with as much buzz and jersey sales and this and record breaking numbers for everything, attendance, pretty much, ticket sales, pricing of tickets. They're still taking a loss. So how much are you going to sell the tickets? That's what I want to know. How much are tickets going to be to go watch this 3-on-3 and 1v1 situation? How long are the games? What, you know what I mean? Things like that. Jerseys. Those are the type of thing I'm trying to figure out in order to give it a right judgment. I personally want it to be successful. Okay? I believe the talent that will be there, which I'll eventually get to the roster and stuff like that. Hey, 100%, I want you guys all to be there and be successful, and hopefully they could open up to 100 girls. But then again, with that is going to be more teams, more expenses, more travel, more hotel, more food, more insurance, more coaching staff, more everything. So I just hope it's successful, and I hope these investors have a game plan for it. So let's hear what they got to say. This is a short clip I found on Twitter, or X, I should say. Let's hear what they got to say. It's like a little interview / press. And if you know where the full one is, please let me know so I could find it and
we are
watch
in
it.
uncharted territory.
I think we will have the most competitive version of basketball in the world.
All the
I
players
agree.
have equity.
Instead of sitting here and wishing things were different, how do we step up and try to do things differently?
To bring the power of what we've built at Ally to help lift this league and help catapult it. To make sure that we make Unrivaled unmissable.
And now it's on us to use that investment and over-deliver on the return.
We are in
Okay.
uncharted territory.
I like
we will
that.
have the most
I like what I heard so far, but so the most competitive basketball, I agree. You got the top 30 girls there, right? It should be the most competitive basketball. So now, are you going to take that in consideration with the draft coming up or not? So we're going to start off with the top 30 from this year. That's fine.
Version of basketball in the world.
All the players have equity.
All the players have equity. I 100% agree with that. I would like that. So that's an incentive for players to eventually probably leave the WNBA. If you're giving us equity, we're making the most salary. We're playing 3-on-3 in Miami, 1-on-1, and eventually you can open up to a 5-on-5 league. Why would I not leave? And you're paying me the most salary ever.
Equity.
Instead of sitting here and wishing things were different, how do we step up and try to do things differently?
To bring the power of what we've built at Ally to help lift this league and help catapult it. To make sure that we make Unrivaled unmissable.
And now
So that's what you have right there. Sorry, I got an email real quick. But, I mean, Ally's a huge partner, huge investor. I'm assuming they're, going to be part of it. Now, equity is huge. This guy, I don't know who this is, but he's an investor probably. Yes, instead of wishing for a higher salary, let's go ahead and let's take initiative and let's go create a higher salary. Now, I just want to know where that salary is coming from. And do they have a huge game plan if this thing is not bringing in the money they want it to be bringing in, or the streaming or whatever it is, or media presence? Because 1,000 people, bro, let's just say 1,000 people and the tickets are $150, $200. That's not covering a $30 million salary just for players alone. I mean, not 30 million, but whatever the case is, plus insurance and all of the overhead. I just don't see the return yet with 30 players. I don't see it. I believe in it. I see the vision. I want it for the girls. I believe in it. I believe they should be getting paid that. I'm not seeing the full. I'm not seeing it. And then another big question is, will Caitlin Clark be in it? Does anybody know if Caitlin Clark is in it? Because I haven't heard about it, and I'm sure as soon as she's in it, which she should be, if it's the top 30, that's the number one thing is the top 30. I want the competition, and yes, the salary to be there for the girls to do that. Yes, that's a lot of basketball year round, but hey, they don't need 7 months off of basketball. Let's play some competitive basketball. Let's make this money. Let's make this money. So I hope it succeeds. Will it? We don't know. It's a question in the air. You guys let me know. Let me know what you guys think. That's all I found so far. I'm going to try to find rosters, and hopefully we do see the top 30 in there. And I hope it is competitive basketball, and I hope they are getting some good training, and I hope it is going to be a good league. So I'll be excited for it. I'll be watching, man. I'll be tapped in. I'll be supporting 100%. Like I told you on my last video, I believe in this. So I just want to know the one thing is, will Caitlin Clark be in it? That's all. You know. So besides that, I'll catch you guys on the next video. Hopefully I can scoop up some more details. If you guys find anything for me, any videos on Twitter, the full version of this interview right here at press conference, please drop it down below so I can react to it and just find out more and more information about the league. The league, as far as I know, is starting January 25th, I believe. So coming up very soon. So let me know any details. Let me know what you guys think about this, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. We out, man.